the Yeon family's flair. Despite SIU clearly hinting at her future potential and role in the story, Yeon Erwa has mostly been comic relief throughout part 2 of Tower of God. He even says this himself. But with that all being said, she's actually one of my favorite characters in the series and also a top best girl contender. I realized that, at least in my experience with the people I talk to, that no one really speaks about her. She seems to be underrated, or I guess even forgotten by most of the Tower of God readers. So I thought today I'd take some time to talk about her and why she's awesome. Off the bat, Ella is a rarity in her family because a daughter of the Yeon family is only birthed once every century. Moreover, she's an extremely powerful, I'm gonna do my best, Hwayomsa, which is a fire user, flame user. Those who can turn their Shinsu into fire. She has little control over it. At the beginning, pretty much no control. As a little girl, she cooked the literal life out of someone.
Oh no!
And received praise for the potency of her fire, her flame. She climbed up to the 20th floor in 5 years without any help and became a regular at 14. SIU stated should she be able to control her fire, or whenever she's able to control her fire, she'd even put Rand to shame.
NANI?
Despite all this, she seems to see herself as a defective product. And I thought that was a pretty good sign, because she may be special, but she knows she's not perfect. She was treated very well by her family, and is a little sexist by nature of her family. The Yeon family is matriarchal, and they tend to look down on men. So while she carries that around with her to some degree, she still knows there's work to be done. I respect that. It's especially interesting seeing her eternal conflict surrounding the darker side and nature of the family she's so proud to be from. We first see this after the events of the Flower of Zagania. That's right. When Ella learns her family had been killing its offspring by picking the flower to prevent them from growing, she's like really sad in bed, looking at her hairpiece that has her family crest on it. Yihwa Yeon would eventually trick her into wanting to do the right thing and do better, and thus she vows to climb the tower as an elite, become a ranker, and fix the Yeon family's mistakes. You then see her actively try to do more, like cook, which she's getting better at because she would just burn everything to a cinder and they wouldn't let her cook. Now, while not an issue solely tied to her family, the Yeon family, Angel notices she's from a 10th grade family, the Yeon family, and informs her of their despicable acts, about the many newborns born out of wedlock by the males of the 10th grade family that rape women in the middle area. Angel offered an opposite perspective to that of the proud and noble great families inside the tower, which kind of challenged Yeon's own viewpoint of her family and even just being from one of the 10 great families in general. I thought it was a powerful moment. Now later on, while on the Hell Train during the Dollar Show, her and Angel face off once again, which to me is a pretty dope confrontation because of what happens. Angel pushes her a little too far, and in an insentient state, she unlocks a very powerful flame that not only let her fly and burn the area around her, it also acted as a shield from outside attacks. It's honestly beautiful the way that it was drawn, and her flame, its shape doesn't even make any sense. It's awesome. And she uses this new flame to defeat Angel. I do think SIU kind of botched a cool opportunity to have this fight be more of a battle of ideologies, as one person who was a beloved great family noble versus somebody who was basically a great family castaway. But Angel was the only one fully conscious during the fight, so we only got to see her side of things. Nonetheless, a great moment. She continues to strive to become better improving her fire control, her flame control, as we can see in the name hunt station, and is continuously getting better. And she's currently, as of this video, in the care of Wol Sung, recovering. In the future of Tower of God, I expect Yihwa to have one, if not the most, like the hottest fire in her family, and possibly become the new leader of the Yeon family. In the same vein, Aguero wants to become the leader of the Kun family by the end of their journey. So I honestly expect a lot from her. I think the best way for her to inflict change upon the families and her family in general is to be its head. She's gorgeous, hilarious, improving slowly with a commendable goal in mind, and I hope for much more of her in the future. Let me know what you guys think about Yeon Yihwa. Do you like her? Do you not like her? Is she best girl? Oh, and what do you expect to see from her in the future? Do you care about her? All stuff in the comment section below, and y'all have yourselves a good day. Yeah.
I'm just by myself, phantom of the south, sitting in a different realm. I don't like these rainy skies cause I'm not one to dwell. I'm just sitting in my sadness like a cry